Men.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Savage Land. Welcome back to another episode of The Table. And today on The Table, we'll be starting off my X-Men story. Just been trying to let the juices flow for the past 2 weeks. I've been working on this and just trying to find time. Just trying to find the right way to start off this storyline. And the perfect way to start it off is to start it off with city scene, civilians, and then of course I added my Gijoes in. Joes are perfect looking civilians just by the way they're dressed. They're not just in regular army fatigues and BDUs, and they're perfect for badass civilians who can actually fight back. So that's how this story will start, and I don't know how it will end. I like what I put together here, and we're gonna get this episode of The Table jumped off, man. So I ain't gonna hold you no more. Let's do it and see what the imagination can bring. Alright, so we got the setup here with the buildings that I reconfigured. Got the Sentinels wreaking havoc here. Looks like we got some civilian characters running, scared. And I'm glad I finally got to use Orange Cassidy, AEW figure. Or AWE, I forget, you know, the wrestling company, man, but Jazzwares makes them. This is a cool ass figure right here. I always like him. He felt good. I like the way his clothes are custom fit him for him, and he's great for a civilian. Let's go in a little closer on him. Comes with the shades. His hands are fixed in a running position, but those hands are made to go in his pockets of his jeans. They're like rubberized. And then you see the picture of him. And then this is Dr. Satan, or whatever his name is, from Dragon Ball Z. Not a huge anime fan, but if I am, it would be for Dragon Ball Z, Hercule, or I believe sometimes he called him Dr. Satan. He was like a fighter, kind of like a parody, a joke in the Dragon Ball Z. And this facial expression that they give with the SH Figure Arts faceplates is good for somebody running in panic. And as you can see here, I got the Sentinels flying. I'm gonna come up off of here too so we can see what we got going on. But I did that, of course, with flight stands. Legend series, man. I heard you talk about me and Woody say we just feel shameful when we use sticky tack, or if you can see my flight stands. I was gonna blur them out with film or just edit tricks, but I decided I like to put somebody in front of a flight stand to kind of give it that more natural look, and then they did a good job of hiding them. Now these Sentinels heads, they don't go up that far, man. So what I did is took them off the ball peg, and this is the time I actually like to use sticky tack. See, I got a little piece of sticky tack back there. I know it's kind of blurry, but I got a piece of sticky tack back there on the back of their heads to kind of cock them up on the ball peg to give them that flight position, and they look fresh. Now that's the one thing I did think I could do with these Sentinels was either get them to stand like they're doing back here, or in flight, which they look good. And we got Bastion up there on top of the bodega overseeing the chaos that's going on. Couldn't wait to use the tentacles. The Hood, Marvel Legends GOAT as far as a fodder head for yelling and screaming. Got him wrapped up, got him playing a civilian. You see the Sentinels just standing there being very imposing. Then I got some more civilian figures that I couldn't wait to use. Was the Peter Parker. This is not to be Peter Parker. I don't want you to see his face, but all I ever wanted to catch in that shot was the leg, and you'll see that in the finished shot if somebody's running off. And then the Sentinel, of course, I'm still trying to figure out the light pattern to keep his eyes on. and light on, but he's went off once again. I'm gonna go ahead and light him up just for the sake of it. Hope I don't knock anything over. Yeah, man, he looks so good when his eyes light up like that, man. It just really brings that to life. I just wish I could figure out these sequences here to keep him on. And then you know how we do with the Savage Land, we got the overhead look of that, and that's all I wanted was that piece there. And like I said, these diorama pieces are so good to configure different things. See, I got the light, this time I got the big light shining through, so you know, it's like somebody's on or the building's on inside. And then got the Sentinel behind here, and once again, Sentinel is just another great diorama piece. And I have some lights back behind here, giving off the police effect coming through. This little light here, which are great. These newer lights, got them off Amazon. They were on sale for 13 bucks too. I picked up 3 more of them, man. Great lights with magnets. And we got the box back here, just faking like a piece of a skyscraper, man. To be quite honest with you, that's why I painted that thing that color, man. But came out with a good photo. I'm very pleased with it. There's gonna be some more city diorama photos of these Sentinel Paws of Havoc getting this storyline kicked off, man. But there you go. Alrighty, so what we got going on here, we got a scene with my man Outback, which I'm really feeling. I think I'm gonna make him prominent in this series. I'm gonna add a few Joes in, but I'm definitely put my man in here, Outback. And special shout out to Paul Timbello, hopefully I'm saying that right, from Hyperdrive Collections, man. I'll have his information up for the Outback with the MTV shirt. But what a great civilian Joe, man, and what a great figure. Let's give a round of applause for Outback right quick, because you can take him and customize him like this. Why? Because he has a t-shirt and pretty much a pair of pants on. You can turn him into what, man? And he made this great custom. But what we want to talk about here is this great shot I got. And as you can see, I got the Sentinel like in an awkward position. Remember, he's not a man. He can really kind of do anything you want. He can crawl on all backwards on all fours like the Exorcist if we wanted to. And his fingers do that also. They can bend back and do all types of crazy things, man. I got my man Outback right here. He's gonna link up with the X-Men sometime eventually in this shot. But pretty much got my blue kind of purplish light. I finally found out what color Unparalleled Universe using. Whatever it is, that color there. And it's always a beautiful glow it puts on the picture, as you can see, like kind of like that haze there. And then I mixed it with some greens. Once again, I'm still a novice, man. I'm still learning, but I'm learning how to clash the colors. And once you can catch the Sentinel with his light on, it's a beautiful thing, man. And I think it made for a beautiful shot, man, of Outback on the run from the Sentinel. But pretty dope. Had to take some. So real quick, right here, this is the scene I'm about to shoot. I got my custom Outback I got from my man Paul, talking to Airborne here. And you see it here, I got the vamp stripped down. And that's another cool thing I kind of noticed about the vamp that nobody really thinks about, that it can be a regular Jeep too. Everybody's adding on. And shit, it looks good stripped down to me, to be quite honest with you. Only have one vamp. I know I'm gonna get a couple of stingers, but as far as this, it looks pretty damn good as a regular truck, man, not with all the fucking attachments on it. But in this scene here, we got some Sentinels about to fly at the guys here, and then we got the bigger Sentinel peering over like how they do. And then you see I got Orange Cassidy talking to my man Mr. T on the basketball court here. I'm about to change it up and have them kind of running or looking in shock. But this whole scene is like Outback and Airborne coming from the store and noticing the Sentinels. Alright, so I got another shot set up here, just another city scene where the guys are running. I'm using basically any regular kind of character I can use for street people. Once again, Orange Cassidy, got Mr. T in the cut. Decided to add some Joes in this mix. Got airborne here, and I got a custom Outback here. And just to have some regular people who actually look like they can fight, not just regular average Joes look like they're ready to get shot or crushed. And you see I got the Sentinel in the back. But I wanted to show this because of the lighting. So here you see I got a yellow light flashing from over here. I was trying to hit that fireball there, but hopefully we'll see what it does when I go. These newer lights, you see these, this is a magnetic pole. This is the beam to hold up in my basement for the foundation of the house. These newer lights, like all of these little tab lights, they have magnets on it where they can stick to metal, man, which is pretty dope. And I had the white light here, and I got the green light showing a green glow. And this is what the haze from the store is, kind of this purple bluish light. And then I got my other light here, which is pretty much lighting up the windows in the building. I do have a new setup, and that looks good. And you see like the lit up windows, that really brings out a nighttime city scene. And once again, from my partner Legend series, just that natural light that he was talking about, man, and it does work. And what better way can you see it right here with this Sentinel? But I have already shot in this frame, and I need to move this around. I want the same dial set up how I got here, but I just want a different direction that it's facing, so I can just do some more shots. So let's get that moved around. Yeah, see, I'm liking the way this frame is starting to turn out. See, when I frame in, that's looking like a real city there. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. Just gotta clean up a few things, but I'm liking the way that frame is turning out. I want some illumination coming from around this corner, just to add like some extra glow to it. So I put one of my cube lights back behind there, and of course, you know, we go behind the scenes. This is lighting the store up, got like a purplish haze in there, and we got the green light here going around the corner here. So just trying to add the proper light to get this thing going. But that's what's really setting it off, that blue light that's behind the buildings there, coming through the windows. You know what those lights remind me of? Back in the day in the 80s when HBO used to come on, you go through the fake town, which is probably made out of the same shit this is made out of. And those, like the buildings, like inside, the lights would be lit up, man. That's what that reminds me of. But it's getting lit up by this blue light here, illuminating all of that, man. So you know how we do. We're gonna work it out until it's right. As you can see here, I got my man to stand up on one foot in there. I don't know how long I'll be able to get him to do it, but he's there. I'm just trying to create a scene around him now. I like what I'm looking at. I really like this, kind of like the best framing of my city set that I've done. But I gotta make this thing work, so I'll just try a few things here, but we're gonna see what it do. So I got my frame starting to come out here, and it's looking real damn good. Damn, that looks awesome. And I got the bigger Sentinel kicking the car. We got the other smaller Sentinel stationary here. My thing now is to work on the civilians running, and I think I'm gonna make this my thumbnail. This is actually pretty dope. With Orange Cassidy laying on the ground like he's got an ulcer or something, but I had them guys over here, and this is like, I don't know how to explain it. Almost like in X-Men 97 when they was having the ball, and right when you hear that boom, you know, everybody's still in motion of having a good time, like right before things hit the fan here. So it'll definitely, I'm definitely will be setting up my civilians here. I kind of want to go right here on this corner here, and I'm using the MCU Peter Parker. Oh my God. I'm using the MCU Peter Parker here, but it's not Spider-Man. I'm turning his head. I'm just making him a regular civilian guy. Got the Tech Dex board, which is good for 1/12 scale. Always has nice graphics on there. Put this right here, and I'm gonna have Peter looking back like this and try to get him stationary on this board. Hopefully I don't make everything fall over. Yeah, something like that. Yep, he's just catching a glance of what's going on. Are you fucking kidding me? See, this is the perils of the table. This is what I go through, man. So, but we're gonna get it together though. Damn. Alright, I got everything back up after all that craziness. But like I was talking about with the civilians, look at this right here. Got Orange Cassidy over here using his flat hands that he uses in his pocket to hold up the J sign. But look at Mr. T. He's noticing these Sentinels, and this is all in a split second of the big explosion going on. But got the Tech Deck board over there on the wall. That looks really good. Got the smaller Sentinels in their flying position. Once again, I got the big Sentinel back up. But look at the beauty of art. I didn't do that right there. Like when that crash happened, Peter fell off his skateboard, and now it looks like he's sitting flat on his ass right there, like he's looking up. So I'll probably just leave him like that. I think that'll be pretty dope. And that's how usually how art works. This is it right here. This is pretty much the thumbnail. I like the way this is framed out. Of course, we're gonna step back and take a look at the whole scene, but I think I got everything I wanted right here. Excuse me as I push the Sentinels button again. I still ain't figured out these sequences yet, but very cool when they do stay on. But yes, this is the thumbnail, and we'll go out and we'll show the scene here as we do in traditional table fashion. Here, get this cord from around here. So as you see here, remember I built out the scene. You see it framed out real nice. What I got here, I got a cube light shining on Outback and Airborne there, who are really not the main focus. They're just a piece of that thumbnail, just a tiny piece. And then I got a yellow light shining on the Black Widow blast effects. And that brings out the yellow in the explosion with the yellow and red. And then of course, the main centerpiece is really these cheaper Sentinels here, the 3.75 Sentinels here that I got flying. But as you can see here, I added some center blocks onto those explosions just to make like debris is flying from this car. And I got the Ford FGT here, and I got the Sentinel kicking the supercar. And over here I got Peter Parker this time. This is why I ended up putting him out on the fence. And that's best. It's really not Peter Parker. It's just a kid. And then I got his homeboy there. I forgot his name. Mr. T. Now I got Orange Juice Cassidy. Orange Juice Cassidy. I was about to call him Orange Juice Jones. I saw you walking in the rain. As he simultaneously shoot the shot, he notices that, and that's what will happen in real life. Your hand will still be up, but as soon as you hear that explosion, your head is going to turn, because that's pretty much where your brain is at. And we got the lights here, but then we got Sentinels up here, and then we also got Sentinels up here once again, making for a pretty pretty dope scene and thumbnail. I like the way I got my city dioramas laid out. I think this is the best way I've ever laid them out. And of course, as you can see here now, I've removed the car, the Ford GT here. We removed that, but I want to take advantage of this city open up scene here, and I want to put a bunch of the Sentinels. That looks really good. I'm gonna leave that like that, but you know, just kind of have the Joes kind of like trying to battle it out with them on here, or just, you know, just some type of extra scene in here. So we're gonna see what it do, but I do like the position of my Sentinels right now, especially this one right here in the front here. He looks really good. I like that angle on that. All right, this next scene I got coming on, I need a laser blasting out of the Sentinel's hand. So what I'm gonna do is go to the drawer of goodies here and see what I can dig up. It's got a bunch of like accessories in here. I'm really aiming for this Dragon Ball Z, this Dragon Ball Stars blast effect. I think I might use that. It's about the best thing smoking. Take some sticky tape and put on that. But yeah, it looks like I can make that work. I just gotta make it light up. Yeah, so he's tired of them. He's tired of them shooting those primitive weapons at him, and he's about to send Outback and Airborne on a ride. But I gotta make that thing light up. I gotta find some way to do that. But yeah, it looks like it's ready to set this scene up.